Welcome to the Midday News. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. Canada's decision to deny some senior military officials, including the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, visas has continued to generate reactions as the country considers the appropriate diplomatic response to the incident. The Minister of Interior, Mr. Otunji Ojo, expressed strong disapproval of the embassy's action, calling it disrespectful not only to General Musa but to Nigeria as a whole. Mr. Tunji Ojo suggested that Nigeria would consider reciprocal measures in light of the treatment of its highest-ranking military officer. He emphasized that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs would take steps to address this situation and ensure that diplomatic relations are upheld. Reacting, the Canadian High Commission acknowledged media reports on the visa deniers but refrained from commenting on the specifics of the visa applications. This commission confirmed its awareness of the situation but reiterated that it could not disclose details about the status of individual visa applications. It was learned that the military officials had been invited to an event honoring war veterans in Canada, but while some members of the delegation received visas, others were denied entry, causing disappointment and frustration. Alhaja Mewalaka Fashake, an online critic of Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State, has expressed satisfaction with the level of development Osun has attained in just 2 years and few months that the governor has been in the saddle, warning the opposition to be reasonable with their campaigns against Governor Adeleke.
Listen to me when I was criticizing Governor Ademola Adeleke when he was campaigning for governorship. Thank God he became the governor, because Osun State has never had it better. From the health sector to the education to the agriculture to every sector in this state, we have never had it better. It's indeed a mole time, and I pray, I hope it will continue for a very long time.
Walaka said wish to fact-check what Governor Adeleke has achieved in all areas was ignited by the level of denigration of the person of the governor, his administration, by the main opposition in the state.
First place, being a critic wasn't a personal thing. It was because of the impression that I had about him. I think it was because I believe he's a socialite. He wouldn't want to attend to the plight of the citizen. But to my amazement, after a few years or few months in the office, I started seeing the good things he had been doing for the people of Osun State, and which had never happened before. Even in the so-called parties that I used to believe in the so-called elites, the serious one that I believe will be the one that will have saved Osun State. So seeing his good works, seeing the new constructions, what he had been doing in health sectors, what he did concerning the NLC, the Labour Council, and the way he had been taking care of the masses in Osun State. That was what made me change my mind. I rather say I was pushed by the opposition party to do such. What? Because I was bullied for writing a simple post that says this man seems to be performing beyond my expectation, and I was bullied for that. I was called a liar, which made me decided to find out the truth. And on getting to Osun State, I realized you people have something called fact check. So I just joined it. I keyed into the system, and it's been wonderful.
Of polytechnic students as opposed the proposed conversion of Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, into a university. Reports said the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, announced that President Bola Tinubu approved the conversion of the university of the college to a university. The minister had, during a working visit to the institution, disclosed that President Tinubu was not hesitant to approve the proposal to convert the institution into a university, adding that Yaba Tech was a legacy school fit for conversion because it had over 200 staff members holding doctoral degrees in various fields. However, a statement released by NAP's president, Eyifuonye Oganya, in Kaduna, emphasized that the conversion would undermine the fundamental goals of polytechnic education. Oganya argued that converting polytechnics into universities will erode their unique role and shift their focus toward theory-based learning rather than practical and industrial-based learning. President Bola Tinubu has extended condolences to Pa Adebanjo's family on the death of Afenifere chieftain Pa Ayo Adebanjo, who fought until he breathed his last breath at the age of 96. Reacting to the death of the elder statesman in a statement, President Tinubu described it as an immense loss to Nigeria, highlighting his decades-long struggle for justice, democracy, and national unity. The president paid tribute to Adebanjo's lifelong dedication to progressive ideals, acknowledging his pivotal role in shaping Nigeria's political landscape. President Tinubu recalled Adebanjo's critical role in Nigeria's democratic struggles, particularly during periods of political turbulence. Also, former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo and Muhammadu Buhari, state governors, Pan-Yoruba Socio-Political Organization Afenifere, and coalition of united political parties were among the prominent individuals and groups thrown into mourning. A statement issued by the family said the elder statesman died at his Lekki residence in Lagos. The statement added that the family is consulting with Pa Adebanjo's friends, associates, numerous interest groups across the length and breadth of Nigeria and beyond to fine-tune plans for a befitting burial details, which will be communicated in due course. While moving on to sport, Flying Eagles head coach Aliyu Zubairu has expressed confidence in his team's ability to navigate through a tough group at the 2025 African Under-20 Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire after being drawn alongside North African giants Morocco, Egypt, and South Africa. The tournament, scheduled for April 26 to May 18, presents a stern test for the Nigerian youth team, but Zubairu believes the challenging draw could work in their favor. The coach said it is a blessing for his team to face any country like Egypt, Morocco, and South Africa at this stage, as he dismissed suggestions that his team had been placed in a group of death, emphasizing the evolving nature of African football. He, however, said there are no small teams anymore, but the key is adequate preparation, as a lesser-known nation can surprise everyone if they come prepared. In preparation for the Continental Showpiece, the Nigeria Football Federation has already commenced a training camp with a 30-man squad. Reports say the Federation has arranged 2 friendly matches against the Egyptian Under-20 team in Cairo on February 25 and 27 as part of the preparations for the tournament. And moving on to the foreign scene, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund said children as young as 12 are also being enlisted or coerced to join the fighting by armed group in the conflict of Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. According to the UNICEF, scores of children caught up in the conflict in Eastern DRC have been subjected to sexual violence, including rape by armed men. UNICEF Executive Director Catherine Russell made an urgent appeal for the violence to stop as Rwanda-backed M23 rebels expand their footprints, clashing with Congolese forces and their allied militias. Sharing the stories of some survivors, she says most young girls were raped by men while searching for food. Also, UNICEF's communication chief in DRC, Liane Gucha, told journalists that Of the total 572 rape cases reported, 170 were children. UNICEF's accusation came as the conflict in the mineral-rich region shows no sign of abating, as M23, which captured North Kivu's capital Goma last month, pushes further south, while thousands have been killed and tens of thousands more displaced. And that ends the Midday News on Osbc TV. Do join us at 5 for the evening news. Good afternoon.